Hello students, in the last class we learned how to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. In this class also our topic is same, preparation of profit and loss appropriation account, but there is a slight difference. Here we will prepare the profit and loss appropriation account with certain adjustment under different conditions. Okay, just like when charge against profit is given, or when the firm incur losses, or when your appropriation is more than your profit. In such condition, how to prepare the profit and loss account. Okay, first and foremost thing is that the format of profit and loss account will be same as you learned earlier. Okay, just revise it. First we transfer the net profit, okay, from the profit and loss account. Okay, then we write interest on capital, partner's salary, partner's commission. If any reserve is to be transferred, then that will be transferred to reserve account, and the balance, that is divisible profit, will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Okay, the format will be same. In this format only we have to do the adjustment. Okay, so first adjustment which we will learn is that when charge against profit is given. So before doing the adjustment of charge against profit, let's know what is charge against profit. Charge against profit means it is an expenses of the firm which the firm have to pay whether the firm is earning the profit or incurring the losses. Okay, the main difference between appropriation of profit and charge against profit is that appropriation of profit will be allowed to the partners only when the firm is earning the profit, but charge against profit means the firm have to give it even though the firm is incurring the losses. Okay, so there are three charge against profit, that is interest on loan by the partner, rent payable to the partner, and manager's commission. These three are the charge against profit: interest on loan, rent payable, manager's commission. Charge against profit is debited to profit and loss account, and it is allowed before the appropriation. Okay, so if in the question of profit and loss appropriation account, if you are given the charge against profit, then you have to deduct the charge against profit from profit and loss appropriation from the net profit. Okay, so if charge against profit is given, what you will do, you will deduct the charge against profit from this amount. Okay, whatever amount which we were writing here, from that amount we will deduct the charge against profit. That is, if manager's commission is given, we will deduct it from net profit. If rent payable to partner is given, that will also be deducted, and interest on loan is given, that also will be deducted from the profit and loss appropriation account. So no other changes will be there, same as it is. We will write interest on capital, partner salary, commission, reserve, and the rest profit will be transferred to the partner's capital account. So when the charge against profit is given, what adjustment we have to do? We have to deduct it from the net profit in profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so now let's solve a problem regarding this. Okay, here you are given A and B are partners sharing profit equally. Okay, they are sharing the profit equally. Business is being carried from the property owned by the A. Okay, but on a yearly rent of rupees 24,000. A is to get a salary of rupees 1,20,000 per annum, and B is to get a commission of 5% of net sales, which during the year was rupees 30 lakh. Okay, so the 5% commission he'll be getting on 30 lakh. Profit for the year ended 31st March 2020 before providing for rent was rupees 5 lakh. Okay, so first we'll write the given information. Okay, what is, as I always say to you, that we must always write the given information. That makes you to solve the problem easier way. So at a glance you can see what all adjustment, if you are writing the given information, at a glance you can see what all adjustments are given regarding the question, and by this you can solve the problem. Okay, so given information was that profit and loss was shared equally, that is 1:1 we had written. Then rent to A is given 24,000, salary 1,20,000, commission 5% on net sales, that is net sales is 30 lakhs, and profit for the year is 5 lakh. Here in this question you are given rent, salary, commission. This rent is a charge against profit. So what we have to do first and foremost thing is that we will deduct the rent from the profit. Our net profit was 5 lakh. From this 5 lakh we will deduct the rent, and the balance amount will be written in the outer column. Only this much you have to do. Whenever a charge against this profit is given, we have to reduce that from our net profit. Okay. Then rest all adjustment will be the same. To salary 1,20,000, commission payable to B. It was 5% on net sales. Our net sales was 30 lakh. 30 lakh into 5 upon 100, that is 1,50,000. Next, what we have to do? With this amount, we will deduct this two amount, that is 27,000. 47,600 minus 27,000, we got 20,600. This is called as divisible profit, and this divisible profit will be divided among the partners A and B in the profit sharing ratio. Here what is our profit sharing ratio? 1:1. That means equally. This will be divided between two equally. Okay, in this way we have to solve the problem. So let's revise it. So when charge against profit is given, what we have to do? We have to deduct the charge against profit from the net profit, and we have to write that in the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, why we are doing it? Because it is to be written in profit and loss account. It is to be debited in profit and loss account. So we are deducting it from profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. See the adjustment number 2, that is when the firm incurred the loss. Okay, so when we are preparing the profit and loss appropriation account and the firm is having the loss, in that case we will not provide any interest on capital, nor any salary, neither any commission to the partners. Only we have to credit the amount of interest on drawings, and the balance loss will be distributed among the partners in the given ratio or equal ratio. Okay, let me explain that in the format. So when the firm is incurring the loss, we'll write in the debit side to profit and loss account, and net loss amount here we will write, and no interest, no salary, no commission. This all will not be written because this all are appropriation of profit. Since the firm is suffering the loss, this appropriation will not be given to the partners. Only we have to credit the interest on drawings and the balance. Okay, after deducting the interest on drawings from this loss, whatever balance will be there, that will be distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio, that we have to write in the credit side. Profit distribution we write in the debit side, loss distribution we will write in the credit side. Okay, now let's see a problem. Here I am solving the problem, question 18 of T.S. Grewal, page number 2.82. I am briefly explaining the question here, then we'll solve it. Okay, here the question says that Rima and Seema are the partners who share the profit and loss equally. Equally, that means 1:1. Okay, and they are given monthly salary of 15,000. Both of them are getting 15,000 salary monthly. Interest on capital 5% per annum. Interest on drawings is 10% per annum. Capital of Rima is 5 lakh as well as Seema is also 5 lakh. Then drawings amount is given. Drawings is rupees 60,000, and here also it is 60,000. Then net loss is given. Okay, net loss is given rupees 1 lakh. Now how to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account? When the net loss is given, what we have to do? We do not have to give any appropriation of profit to the partners, because we are having the, here firm is suffering the loss, there is no profit to be distributed, so we will not write any interest on capital. Okay, no interest on capital will be given, no salary to the partners. Okay, just what we have to do, we have to first transfer the loss in the debit side, then we will write the loss is a 1 lakh, then interest on drawings. Here one more adjustment regarding the interest on drawings. Okay, when interest on drawings, here interest on drawings is 10% per annum. No date is mentioned when the drawings they are withdrawing the amount from the firm. So when the firm is not writing the date or mentioning the date of drawings, in that case we'll calculate the interest on drawings for the average period. Okay, so when date of drawings is not given, we'll calculate the interest on drawings on the average period. So what is your drawing here? 60,000 into 10 upon 100, so into 6 upon 12. We'll calculate the interest on drawings for average period. So Rima's interest on drawing is 30,000. Seema's drawing is also 3,000. Total here we got 6,000. Okay, so firm was having a loss of rupees 1 lakh. From this, we'll deduct this is the income to the firm. So your loss has been reduced by 6,000, and the balance loss is 94,000. Okay, and this 94,000 will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. What is the ratio? 1:1. That means equally it will be divided among the partners. Okay, so let's revise here. So when the firm is incurring the losses, no interest on capital, salary, commission or reserve will be given. Loss will be transferred in the debit side. If interest on drawings is given, that will be written in the credit side. Then it will be reduced by the net loss, and the balance loss will be divided among the partners in the profit sharing ratio. The most important point which we have to remember while we are calculating the interest on drawings while preparing the profit and loss appropriation account is that when date of drawings is not given, we'll calculate the interest on drawings for average period. Okay, this we have to follow in every conditions when we are preparing the profit and loss appropriation account. And how we'll calculate the interest on drawings for average period? The formula is amount of drawings into rate upon 100 into 6 upon 12. Okay, after multiplying by the rate, we have to multiply by 6 upon 12. In this way, we have to calculate the interest on drawings for average period. Okay, thank you.